is the motion of the body and cannot be improvised. You know, the fact that the mind understands what to do doesn't mean that the muscle, unfortunately, the muscle many times, they don't understand what to do, so you have to train and train and train again, and sometimes also when you have trained it's not enough. And what I see, one of the most important things is that, particularly the youngest, you have not to fall in love of the technique. Technique is only an instrument to play better, but the objective is to play better, not to do a better swing. Because I tell you, because I have done the same mistake. When I was young, I think I was one of the strongest in Italy for sure, but one of the strongest around. I had a beautiful technique, beautiful swing, beautiful everything, but it was too beautiful. And it's too beautiful to be true. And the true is the game. The true is the course. The true is when you have to score. And I think that this is something that the young have to understand. Playing the game does not consist in making the golf swing. Swing is only an instrument. You have to have a good swing to play better, but the final target is to play better. Sometimes you lose the final target. You go on the course and you continue to be the mechanic. And the pilot is not there. You continue to work in the engine and you don't race. You continue to work in the engine and you don't race. And it's a never-ending story if you continue to work in the engine, because you never know what is the result of the work that you have done. Because the work that you have done on the golf swing is finalized. It's finalized to the race. If you don't race, there is no reason to work in the engine, because you will never receive a prize for the engine. Never receive the prize. This is the mistake that I have done. I thought that the beautiful golf swing was a key element of the result. The result is, sometimes it's much better not to be perfect and to be, do you say, player? To be a player is more important. A player is a player. A player is a gamble. And you immediately understand who is a player. He can play in everything. Everything. Can play card, can play crack, can play everything. I can play also golf. So there is a combination of good technique and good strategy. And I think this is the key element of everything. Don't make the same mistakes of many of the tour professionals doing. See, these tour professionals sometimes they miss the final target. They continue to work inside the engine of the car and they will never become a pilot. Sometimes it's much better to be a good pilot and so engineer or mechanics than the opposite. Opposite, you don't go anywhere. So this is something that the youngest have to understand. Technique is important, but it's also important when you go there, it's important to be the player. You know, you have to, the other players, the other professionals have to kill you to beat you. Otherwise you will win, you know, you understand what I mean? I mean, you have to be the player there. You have not to lose one shot. You have not to lose one shot on the course. No waste shots. You have to be focused there, no lose. And then you see at the end of the round, the score will be there. If you look for the beautiful things, you know, and you have to be the lion in the jungle, not the fish in the jungle. The lion of the jungle. I used to make an example that if I have to feel well on the course, I want to be like a tree on the course. You know, this tree inside the green side is something that you appreciate. You know, it's there. It's nothing that is wrong. It's there. It's beautiful. It's normal. And when you go on the course and you play golf, you must have the attitude, the right attitude. And the right attitude is the lion in the jungle, not the fish in the jungle or the lion on the sea. Everything has to be, you know, the ambience, the atmosphere. You have to be part of this atmosphere. And to be part, you have to study your shot. You have to understand that golf is sometimes is also for the great players is a up and down work, because the results are not always the same. Otherwise, Tiger Woods would win every week. A player like Tiger Woods is a miracle of the game. Miracle of the game. Because, believe me, I've been for 5 Ryder Cups. I've been part of the board of the Ryder Cup. So I am inside the ropes. I am inside the team room and everything else. And I understand these kind of places. But I believe me, it is very difficult. Sometimes it's very easy to judge the people when you are outside, as it is very easy to move the tongue. It is more difficult to make the facts in life. But a man or a player like Tiger Woods has something that nobody in this moment now has, because it is not easy to be Tiger Woods. Not easy. It is easy to judge Tiger Woods. That's very easy. Not to be. Because when you are on the fairway and you have 10,000 spectators on the right, 1,000 spectators on the left that are, Tiger, come on, Tiger, come on, Tiger, you are beautiful, Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. The youngest, the oldest, the ladies, the men, the Tiger, Tiger. And you have to maintain the concentration. I mean, it is very, and you never turn the head right or left. It goes straight in the fairway without watching anything. I mean, it's not easy. It is easy to judge. Very easy to write as a journalist, you know, to judge and say this is good. I mean, try to be there. Try to play at your best. Try to win how many majors? 12. I think he won 12 majors now. Try that. Sometimes it's difficult to think, to imagine, not to do it. And he has done. So I think that also in the ambience of the golf professional and the good players, we have to understand the value of the people. Value of the people for what they have done. For what they have done. Try to be like him before you talk. Try to hit the ball as he hits the ball before you talk. Try to walk on the fairway, in the middle of the fairway, with all the crowd that is calling you. Thousands of people are calling you. Try to maintain the concentration. Then, when you have demonstrated, probably you have a possibility to talk. But only after that, not before. Before it's too easy. So the youngest, you have to understand that modesty in golf is a law. Is a law. Modesty. Nobody is somebody in golf. Nobody can feel that he's arrived in golf, because as soon as you feel that you are the best, then you go down. No. You go down, because golf is a school of life. It's a school of life, golf. As soon as you think that you have reached a position, then golf will teach you that that position is not reached. It is like this. Golf, the only consistent golfing, the only thing that is consistent in golf is the inconsistency. So it's always there. But as soon as you realize that everything is okay, then boom, a punch somewhere. And this is the game, and you have to understand the game. And when you go on the course, there is nobody that can be considered wrong or worse than you. You are part of the system. Do your job. Do your best, respect everybody, respect the old man, respect the young man, respect the poor man, respect the rich man, respect life, and somebody will respect you if you do this. That's very important, young people, because this is the key element to win. You only win if you are modest, and you only win if you are alone. Because this is an individual sport. If you stay well, alone with you, you will succeed. If you need somebody else, that you are against the nature of the game, because the nature of the game is an individual game. Unfortunately, this is not a squad game, because in the squad game it is easier, much easier in the squad game, because your colleagues, other people of the squad can help you. Here you don't receive any help from anybody, only from God sometimes, but cannot be concentrated in it. There are many other big problems in the world, in life. So I think that this is the right attitude that we should have on the course. If you want to play professional golf, if you want to play better golf, you have to be modest, focus on the work that you have to do, and go to play and enjoy also the game. This is very important, and this is my advice. Regarding the golf swing, I would say one of the most difficult things is to play golf. It's one of the most difficult. Technique is one of the most complicated technique that exists. It's one of the most complicated. If you study the technique as I studied, or sometimes you become crazy, because there are small part of the system, very small. If you want to study the small part of the system, you will have forever, because technique is done by many, how the knee works, how the feet works, how the thumb works, how the hand works, how the arms works, how the head works, how the eyes are like. You see how many things there are. And then there is also the clubs, how they work, how they can influence the game, and blah blah blah. So if you want to study, there is a lot of things that you can study, but that means that golf is very difficult. Very difficult to teach, very difficult to play, and very difficult to learn sometimes. We tried during these 3 days to make the thing as simple as possible. I don't know if we succeeded, but what I wanted to tell you is that every time we do something, we try to do professionally, and we try to respect the people that we meet. So this is something that we have tried to do during these 3 days. I tell you that I would like to thank Brigadier and the Colonel, all the army here. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, and it has been for me, a great human experience. And before all was a great human experience. Then there is a golf experience. Then there is the business. But the human experience is very good, because if you do a good human experience, you do again. If you do only the business and you feel it's not good enough, you will forget that, and you will try to do something else. So this was a very good human experience for me, and I'm glad that I came here, and I hope that you enjoy. And what I have to say is, I will bring to my heart, and we Italian like very similar to the Indians. It is much more important what there is here than something else, and I appreciate it very much. I feel after so many times in India, I feel like being at home. And what I have to say more than thank you very much, and thank you to you for your attention, and we just thank you to Jesse. Jesse is I met Jesse many years ago, and I found Jesse as a man that wanted to do sacrifices to be better. And because I know the sacrifice, I come from a poor family, and I know what sacrifice is all about, and I know how to respect the sacrifice. Many times I think that I've been very lucky, and when I meet the people that like Jesse, that wants to improve, wants to grow professionally, wants to be better, I'm happy to help these people, and now he's almost better than me, so it is for me is a satisfaction, and he will continue to do a great job in the country, and I hope that the institutions in this country, like the Indian Golf Union, like all these bodies, PGA, blah blah blah, all these things, they would transform the words in facts. Because everybody again are able to talk, but we must transform. You have such a big talent here, I tell you that I used to say this story that Dante Alighieri was a very famous writer. He wrote in Italy the Divine Comedy. The Divine Comedy was a big book, a story of the difference between paradise, the purgatory, the one in the middle, and the hell. And at that area was in 1345, 1400, something like that. And he used to put all the people in a different levels. No, this famous man, I put him in the paradise. This famous man, I put to judge the people. You know, the Divine Comedy is a big judgment. And in the hell, he used to put the people that have the possibility to do a good job, and they don't take that possibility. And this is an incredible thing. He didn't put the people that were killing the others. No, no. The people that had the possibility to make a good job, and they didn't. So I think that now India has the possibility to do a great job, because you have a great play. You have few players, because you have less than 100,000 players in this country, and you have Shiv Kapoor, Jyoti Randhawa, Bolotia. There are lots of good players. This is a miracle. This is a miracle. So we have to use these miracles to improve ourselves. And if we don't use, we deserve to go to hell. You see, it is like that. If we don't use, we deserve to go to hell, because it is other countries. They have 10 times more the players that India has. They have millions of players, and they don't have one player as Jit Milkha Singh, and they don't have one player like Shiv Kapoor. They don't have one player with as a Jyoti Randhawa. And they are continues to invest. You that you have, sometimes the institution does not invest enough, does not push enough. So my task, my mission was, and this is the reason why I came to India some years ago, is to try to put in. I was sent by the Royal Ensign of St. Andrews at that time. And they asked me, Donato, go there, try to push them to do something. And this was my mission. Well, I don't know if I succeeded yet, but I don't have enough time to succeed. But this is what I tried very hard, because I believe in this. And I believe you have the possibility and the potential to be very, 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 very good. And I hope you will take this opportunity, particularly the youngest. You have a good example on your parents, you have a good example on tour today, and take that example and try to be better. Thank you very much, everybody. It has been an honor. Thank you very much. An honor and a great pleasure. Thank you.